All right, you guys, it's the one and only Moshiach Ben Joseph here again. I just created another video where I predict the future and try to piece together the information I get from the future of what I'd see when I go outside, and I'll just show you how it showed up and how the video turned out. So I'll try to walk through it with you here. Okay, here we go. Now, first, what I say here is that I thought it was a white SUV or van. All right. And then a person beneath it there. And that actually did show up, as you'll see in the video, but it wasn't a white SUV or van. It just looked sort of like some sort of weird car or something, like white or light gray or something parked in the parking lot, but just sitting there. And then there was this gray car, but it wasn't going left, it was going right. And then the cab, which I then said maybe something like a cab, maybe a cab or a cab of a truck. Then a vehicle showed up with something on the roof like a cab, similar to the idea of a cab, and then right aligned with the cab of a truck. So anyway, here we go. I'll show you the video. All right, you guys, it's the one and only Moshiach Ben Joseph here again. I was just getting messages from the telepathic messages from the future about what I'd see when I go outside, and it was kind of fuzzy, but I tried to piece together the information the best I could. Okay, so when I go outside, we're just going to skip through this. All right. Okay, now here's where I say, here we see something to do with a cab. Okay. Something to do with a cab. Maybe it's a taxi cab, maybe it's the cab of a truck. I don't know. Something. All right, so here we go. Now we fast forward and go outside, and then right away you can see something like a light gray or a white vehicle parked there and the person beneath it. All right, but I thought it was a light gray car or something. I couldn't tell. But it was sort of like a white, or because it's so dark out. All right, so there we go. We had the white SUV van thing with the person underneath it, and then a moment later, we got the little gray car, and then this thing showed up here a moment after that, which was like a vehicle with a thing on the roof to simulate the idea of a cab, and then aligned with something to do with the cab of a truck. Because remember I said maybe a cab or the cab of a truck, something to do with that, and that's what we got instead. Something similar to the idea of a cab and the cab of a truck as well at the same time. So anyway, there you go. And yeah, so I just collapsed the timeline and changed the future, and I actually created the entire universe out of just boom, just like that. Just created a whole new future universe. So anyway, I changed the future, so there you go. I'll show the video now so you can see for yourself. All right. All right, you guys, it's the one and only Moshiach Ben Joseph here again. I was just getting messages from the telepathic messages from the future about what I'd see when I go outside, and it was kind of fuzzy, but I tried to piece together the information the best I could. Okay, so when I go outside, I should see a white SUV or van going to the right, a gray car going to the left, and then a person down here on the lower left, and somewhere, maybe a cab. Okay, something to do with a cab. Maybe it's a taxi cab, maybe it's the cab of a truck. I don't know. Something to do with a cab. All right, so here we go. We're going to go outside and see if somehow, miraculously, the visions from the future come true. All right. All right. Now here we go. There's a person right there, and then there was a gray car parked there, and a person. So let's see if there's something to do with a white van possibly, and a cab. Oh, that wasn't white. And there was some sort of truck with a weird cab on it. But yeah. Anyway. So yeah, we'll go inside and check that video and see what the heck that cab was.